Here we are. Down the way on Spiritual Ranch, back out the garden. Yeah, I promised you no more details on the entrails, And so we're moving on to something that's a little, um, maybe not so new to some people, I guess. A little more docile. We'll call it a little more vegetarian, a little more vegan. So I'm out in the garden. These right here, these are they're snow pea from the Chinese snow pea. And it's a pea that you grow. You could eat the beans, like they're like a black eyed pea a little bit, And but they're grown for the green specifically, And highly recommended. I got this seed from Kitazawa. You can see Mice got into my stash of seed. They hit them all on the couch. I had to go find them, And they had all these pepperwood seeds with them and these hazelnuts, Bastards. I got most of my seed back, but you grow these for greens, And then these here are some green onion seed, and this is some cilantro seed, which I planted some cilantro over here along the edge there, and then I got a big bed of arugula right here. The arugula, you want to just scatter it out there, the same as the carrots. Use a shaker, it works great, Might need a smaller hole. That's why I like to save all of my old spice containers that got shakers on them, because they got different size holes and they have different size seeds. So, you got to figure out which one works best, right? With those are a little tiny seed, so sprinkle them out there. Try not to get them too thick. Once again, you got to thin them. You can eat your thinnings, but then you just cover them with thin layer of soil. I throw a big board, that board right there. I just throw them right on top, walk on it. That gives you a good contact with your soil, and you don't want to get them too deep, With the cilantro, it needs sunlight to germinate. And so with that one, you just broadcast it on the surface and then throw that board on top of it or walk on it like I did. I walked on it, but I threw the board on there. I like the board. It's a little cleaner, But you want to get it compacted down, but leave those ones on surface because they got to have sun in order to germinate. With these, again, because I'm growing them for greens, I'll just broadcast them, like that until I get them like how I want, about like that, about perfect right there, And it's okay on this rough soil because they're a big seed. I'm going to put a layer of that potting soil on top of them. And then up there, I'm going to do a layer of potting soil, but then some green onion seeds and make a little bed of green onions up there. With the green onions, broadcast them the same way you would the carrots. And then, plan on thinning them. You're going to thin those as well. They do a little better if you get them tight. They get a nice long stalk on them, and you get a lot of bunches out of them. And so that's your garden tip for the day, Always have a lot of seed. You need a lot of seed. That's quintessential for growing a good garden. And be ready to save seed. A lot of my seed I save, I got a bunch of it. So this is how we fight the good fight, man. We put our food in our belly. We feed each other. We do work with God, and we do work with God's green earth, and we survive the craziness. 255 people. Peace.